Well, listen, yesterday somebody actually asked the question about should they buy down the rate? You can actually give the bank a down payment so that you can get a lower interest rate. I'm going to tell you right now, okay? If you are a business owner, okay, you've got a business owner and you sell tables, you got a table there, all right? And when you're selling that table, do you sell that table for one customer at one price and then another customer another price and then another customer another price? I mean, you got the one table and you're selling it at several different prices for different customers. What sense does that make? Let me ask you something. If you buy down the rate, do you believe you're saving money? And if you are saving money, that means the bank is losing money. So why would they ever put you in a position where you're saving money and they're losing money? So listen, folks, I love the bank, okay? And I've learned how to use their money at a discount. So I'm not anti-bank. What I want you to be able to know is this. If it seems like the more money you seem like you are saving, watch out. Watch out. Find out what's in it for the bank. See, you've got to ask that question. If I offered you something, then you would say, oh, out of the blue, I'm giving you something. Well, some people's skeptical nature would say, what's in it for you, Don? Why are you doing that? So if a bank is offering you a way to buy down the rate, refinance you to a lower rate, give you an opportunity to make a down payment, all of these things to save you money, you've got to ask, why would you do that? Because I need you to buy my house. And if the rate is at 3%, why would you offer me anything like 2.8 or 2.7? So you would lose money. So we're going to get into that. So here's the first thing you need to know, folks. Do not ever buy down the rate. The lower the rate, the harder it is to pay off the loan more efficiently. And the bank owners know that, but not the bank employees. They have the same mindset we do. If I have a lower interest rate, that means somewhere I am saving money. And no one is asking the critical questions. We're not doing the critical thinking involved when it comes to finances. Critical thinking is suspended when it comes to finances. I don't know why that is. And several different questions, and you can point these things out. They say, oh, yeah, I guess that would be right. So, Kurt, so what I'm going to do here is look at how we can do what you said, share the whole screen.
Okay.
All right, folks, what you should be seeing is a mortgage on the screen of $300,000 at 4%. The payment is $1,432.25. And the banker might say, listen, give us an extra $25,000. Give us an extra $25,000. Bring that down. We'll chop that thing to 3.5%. So let me see. We want to duplicate the tab. Okay. And so we've got that. So we're going to chop this to 3.5%, 3.5. All right. And at the 3.5% is 1347. It's almost $100. All right. Difference. So let's take a look at the amount of interest. $215,000 here is the total paid over 30-year term. All right. And for the 3.5, it's 184,000. Okay, we've got to put a calculator up on that. So we have $215,610. Okay, $215,610, and then we're going to subtract from that 184,000. Okay, subtract 184,966. Now, here's what you need to know. That's a difference of $30,000. $30,000. And that's how they sell that thing. Give us an extra $25,000 and we'll take $30,000 off your loan for 30 years. So it's going to take 30 years to realize a $30,644 difference. Okay. So how much did we put down? We went from 300,000 to, ooh, you know what? I did that wrong. This was supposed to be 275,000. Sorry, 275,000. I'm sure people are pinging us, telling us, no, Don, it was supposed to be 275 because you put $25,000 down. Okay, so we're going to go back and do the math again. So now we got 275,000 at 3.5 because we put that down so we get that lower interest rate. So now we got 1234 as a payment as opposed to 1432. So it's almost $200 difference. Okay. So now we're going to put our calculator back up on the screen. Okay. And so we have 215,000. Okay. 610. Watch this, folks. Watch this. All right. And now we're going to subtract from that 169,553. All right. So we subtract 169,553, 20. Okay. $46,056 difference. $46,056 difference. And so, ooh, that's going to be worth it. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. All right. So here's what I want to show you. Okay. So this is realized over 30 years though. Okay. You have to stay in this loan 30 years to get that $46,000 that they're talking about. But what if we did this? Let's take the 300,000 at 4%. Okay. And then now remember, you're starting out on a 30-year loan here on payment number one at 275,000, but you had to get that lower interest rate. You had to give them $25,000 to get it. And we're going to save $46,000 doing it. So watch this. So let's take the $300,000 loan at 4%. Now we still have our $25,000, don't we?
Yes, we do.
What happens when we apply the $25,000 not as a down payment to get the lower interest rate, but as a prepayment at the higher interest rate? Look what happens. We're going to scroll down. We're going to knock off 53 payments. Okay. That's 4 years. Okay. 4 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, 4 years and 5 months off. Okay. And we instantly save how much interest right now that we'll never have to pay? $50,897 right now. We don't have to wait 30 years to realize it. We take that 25,000, folks, and save 50 grand in interest right now, and doggone it, and knock off 4 years and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. So we start out our 275,000 way down here, and then we take off. So we already saved 50 grand, whereas we're going to save 46,000, and we had to pay 25 grand just to start a 30-year loan at payment number one. We can take that same 25,000 and start our 30-year loan at payment number 53, and I've already saved $50,000. You know, my niece is here, and if she heard me talking about, you know, snapping up and clapping back, she said, Uncle Don, leave that alone. Listen, folks, I'm just so excited about the fact that this is what's happening. We can learn the truth about these things. If the bank is offering you a way to save money, you have to think about it twice.
But Don has some valuable information that can contribute to the quality of a person's life. And it only costs you a few dollars. It's his book. Why not get that?
I'm going to go through the P.I.L.L method myself with some of my investment properties. So I'm going to link up with Don, and then I'm going to sit down with him, show him my investment portfolio, and see how I can eliminate interest.